Hello. So today I wanted to talk about hands and the lymph nodes in the hand, what causes crepitus or what they call the crunchies. If you do a lot of massage work and stuff like that, you're going to be aware of that. If you don't, that's okay. People call it calcium buildup inside the muscle. What it actually is the lymph nodes are overstressed and you have a buildup of toxins inside. And the other thing too is when you're detoxing your body, your heart is the one that pushes out all the toxins. And look at your hand. Look, it's like right in direct line with your heart. So when you're pushing a lot, you're doing cardiovascular work, you're working out, or you're working at your job. Whenever you push toxins out, you're going to have some crepitus in your hands. And the other thing that can happen is you can also have that in your feet as well. So what happens is if you have toxins inside your body, it actually gets pushed out to your extremities. And that's what they call, you'll have maybe joint pain, you'll have crunchies, you'll have all sorts of stuff going on. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about how to clear up the hands, how to clear the lymph nodes in those areas, how to do some stretches to relieve that, and what else you can do to reduce it. There's this thing called Gua Sha. Basically use a super spicy oil. This is the one I got. It's called Battle Balm. I know it's a little bit reversed on the video, but it's called Battle Balm. It's got camphor. It's got a whole host of essential herbs that help draw out toxins and enter the bloodstream, and really, this stuff is just amazing. So this is what I use. I have a jade circle. You can use any kind of stone, crystal. You can also use the knuckle joint here, or the bottom of the knuckle here, to work into this. So basically, I'm going to describe where the lymph nodes are. So you got lymph nodes in here, and that's why when you do this, like right along here, there could be some pain there. And there's also ones all over your arm, of course, but then you have more. You have a lymph node in here, in this back area. And then, this whole thumb area is a major lymph node area. And then you also have lymph nodes on the outside of your elbow, right here. And you can feel it. It feels like a little bump, but it should be a little squishy. If it's hard, then you either have been working out recently or you have some lymph node buildup. So right here, and also inside of the hand, right around here, there's another lymph node. And of course, these are what massage specialists, they call them like pressure points, because of the muscle. There's muscle tension here. There's an attachment here for the bicep and the forearm. So there's a attachment point there. So those are the main areas. Those are the sore spots. So you're going to start with some stretches. So there's a few different stretches you can do. The first one, which is really basic, is you're going to bring your hands together, make them flat, and then bring it down towards your chest. Now, if they come out like this, you have some work to do, my friend. You got to work on it until they both come close and your fingers spread out like this. Okay, the next one is rotating it forward and then rotating it back. That's also working on the wrist joints there. That's the first one. Then there's the next one. It's where you take each finger and you pull it back. And you pull it back. And you should feel the stretch right in here. So you're pulling it back. And if when you're pulling it back you see a ton of red, there isn't much red in my hands, but if you see a ton of red and it looks inflamed, then you have some buildup there. Okay, and then there's the thumb. So the thumb, you can push. So there's a few different things you can do with this. You can pull straight down, and then you want to kind of work it back. And as you work it back, you see this part right here? If that's super red, you got some work to do there. That is some buildup. For me, it's not very bad, but it was worth a few days ago when I did a major detox. And then when you're doing this, you want to just pull. You really want to be focusing on this area. So when you're pulling, you're not trying to hurt these joints. You're just trying to stretch the attachment point of your thumb. You could also do it this way. and you're just kind of pulling on it, right? And then you'll start to see that stretch right there where that little red is. Do you see the red? Right there. And you just hold it, you just stretch that. Another one you can do is close the hand together, so you're squeezing it. And you'll relieve some pressure that way as well. This is just to get you started. So you do this on both hands, individual fingers. And you want to go slower than this. I'm just demonstrating, but you want to hold it, especially if there's tension. And then also with the thumb as well. And then the next one you can do is actually stretching all of them once. So I'm actually pretty flexible with this because I do work on my hands a decent amount because I had a lot of heavy labor jobs for a long time, and that really hurt my hands. So I've been working on it. All right. So then the last one you want to do is the pressure points and the lymph nodes up here. So you can do Gua Sha on this area as well. So you're going to hold, you're going to pinch here, and you just lift up and down, and you should feel the muscle. You should be right on the muscle. You're going to feel it contracting and expanding. You're going to see contract, relax, and you can see I also have my thumb on the inside as well. So I'm doing both at the same time, and then rotating. This is really just trying to work out some of that lymph node buildup there. Hold it here, hold it there, rotate up and down. And you just want to do this until you feel like, okay, I got this a good amount. And yeah, really right in there. We're going to get into massaging. So before you apply the Gua Sha oil, you kind of want to just start stimulating your hand down through the center. And then to the left and to the right, you're really working this carpal tunnel, the top of the carpal tunnel, like right in here. And then you want to go along the edge of the thumb. So the edge of the outside of the thumb, really work that in. Okay, and then also here, you're going to work in here. And you work these fingers as well, all the way to the tips. Do it on all of them. And then on this side, this is the pinky side, you're going to work on this outside part. And then you want to do that with the other hand as well. So then, you're going to open your Gua Sha oil. If you don't have anything, just olive oil or, whatever you got, but spicy oil is best. And spicy oil is going to have camphor or some kind of, it's going to smell spicy. Essential oils are also a great option. So then you're going to apply this evenly to the hand. And we'll do it on the other one as well. Make it even. And then you're going to rub it together, really get in there. And make sure not to touch your eyes or your face. And then you're going to take your stone. And I like the round edge on this. You can really work into it. So then you're just going to go in. And you're just going to find these spots where right here there's actually some buildup. And the curve on this is really nice. So you get into this palm, working between the fingers, and then you just work your way out. You work your way out to the edge. And this is also especially good after a shower, after a hot sauna, after working out. And then you're going to work on this thumb area. Now most people, including myself, the thumb is just really tight area, and you just want to work on that. You just really want to rub into it, and then you want to make sure you get the edge of the thumb as well. And it might be tricky to reach it first. You kind of have to feel for it. You really want to feel into your body. And then there's a lymph node right there. And then you also want to get kind of this inside part between here. This is your major pincher. So there's going to be a lot of stuff in there, especially if you haven't done it in a while. And you kind of relax it, like you let this go all the way up in there. That's a little bit tight in there actually. And you're just getting some really deep tissue in there. And then don't forget the fingers. So even the joints, all of this can have a little bit of stuff in there. So you're really just bringing the blood flow back to this area. And the more work you do on your hands, the more results you're going to see. You just want to keep going over the areas that feel crunchy. You know, or crunchy, or there's some resistance, or it's not smooth when you go back and forth. And then you want to do that with the other hand. Definitely some buildup. And then you just want to work this hand as well. Then you can actually work your way up the arm. You can start working on this elbow area. So you would apply more oil. And you would do the same technique, just rubbing it in. And you kind of want to go at an angle. So that way it's pushing down. Yeah, you're kind of just gliding it across. And you can also go back and forth. You really want to work it. And that is a way to really make your hands feel a lot better than they are now. Especially if you've been doing like a lot of grip strength training or these kind of things. Can also really make that area, you know, have more tension in the muscles and stuff as well. So that's the Gua Sha, but there's other things you can do to really help yourself. One is to drink at least 4 to 5 liters of water a day. If you're not drinking water, your lymph nodes are clogged and you're not going to be able to really push anything out. Like your lymphatic system and your circulatory system, they're interconnected. So if you don't have good circulation, you're going to have really bad lymph nodes. If you have really bad lymph nodes, your circulation is going to be suffering. And basically they work in tandem to keep your body, keep the toxin load down in your body. So if you are drinking lots of water and you're still having this, hit the sauna, hit the steam room, hit the cardio, hit the weights. The muscle building is really going to help squeeze and push fluids up through your lymphatic system and of course your circulatory system. The hot and cold is really good. So saunas where you expand your blood vessels, get that blood flow going, and then cold where, okay, you're compressing it. Because hot and cold helps move things up and down through the blood vessels and actually through the lymphatic system as well. Because all the lymph nodes are actually connected through lymphatic vessels where the fluid goes up. So it's all interconnected. You want to drink lots of water, exercise, get the circulatory system going, do the sauna. After a hot shower or something, do the Gua Sha, and you can do this on all sorts of parts of your body. I just went over the hand today, and you can see that, whoa, look at how much blood flow is in this hand now compared to when we started. So that's all I had to do. Try this out, let me know how it goes, and let me know if you have any questions. Oh, and I also wanted to mention as well, food choices. Lots of veggies, avoid the packaged products, avoid the processed junk food, you know, frozen goods are okay, but yeah, you want to be eating clean. Because if your microbiome is off, the rest of your body is going to be off. So fix your microbiome first, of course. But yeah, drinking water, you know, the basics, like that's where it's at, my friend.